to take 24-game unbeaten run and a 2-1 lead from the first leg in San Mamés, meaning even a 1-0 defeat today would be enough to see the holders through to the Kings Cup semifinals. Athletic coming off an impressive 5-2 win over Eibar at the weekend, dreaming of a miracle that would send them back to the Copa del Rey final. That's Marc-Andre ter Stegen on the ball. A back four in front of him of Alves, Piqué, Vermaelen, and Mathieu. Is ter Stegen under pressure. Mascherano, Rakitic, and Sergi Roberto, the central midfield trio. Messi, Neymar, and Suarez up top. And back for Aritaduri. Ter Stegen off of his line and able to control. Athletic with Iago Herrerin in goal. A back four of Leque, Boveda, Laporte, and Balenciaga. San Jose and Rico make up the two-man holding midfield. Iñaki Williams, Javier Asso, Susaeta, the three attacking midfielders with Aritaduri, the lone man up top.
Let's see how Athletic Club start. Andres, in the first leg, the Copa del Rey really were brilliant in the first 12 or 15 minutes or so at home. That wonderful crowd backing them and definitely created a few chances here. They are down 2-1, but
dangerous ball whipped in. Gerard Piqué nodding it away.
I was about to say, with Aritaduriz in the form that he's in, wonderful hat trick over the weekend against Eibar. Two sensational goals as well. Andres still in it.
Just getting in his way was Thomas Vermaelen. As Mathieu blasts the ball up towards Messi. Balenciaga lets it go. Ernesto Valverde in charge of Athletic Club de Bilbao, and a positive and aggressive start so far for the Basque Lions. Unable to link up with Markel Susaeta. Susaeta giving it away to Sergi Roberto. Forward for Suarez against two. Luis Suarez. Ushered away by Boveda.
Well, that's exactly what Barcelona are going to be able to do, Andres, with Athletic having to play this high line like they did in the first leg. Obviously knowing they need to get a few goals. It's going to give a lot of spaces for Barcelona to pick out passes in the midfield for the front three.
Williams. Leque. Iñaki Williams. Scored in the 2-1 loss in the final last season as the ball's whipped in. Easy for ter Stegen to pluck it out of this guy. It proved to be just a consolation goal for Iñaki Williams, who scored two more in this edition of the Copa.
See the positioning as well of Aritaduriz. I think he's most effective when he's central inside the box. In that first leg against Barcelona, we saw him drifting out wide, back into the midfield, just trying to get involved any way he could. Really one of those strikers that only seems to be getting better with age.
Off the head of Leque, played forward for Iñaki Williams. Aritaduriz running into the 18. Williams forward for Eraso. He's got two men to beat. Iñaki Williams near post. Aduriz. Rakitic just took it away, and it's a corner kick coming up for Athletic.
Wonderful delivery into Aduriz, who was right in front of Rakitic, but how crucial that was from the Croatian midfield just to stick a boot in as the defender sucked in towards near the edge of the box, and that left a mismatch. And I wonder if Iñaki Williams had put that ball a little bit higher. Aduriz, he always tipping to win that aerial battle against Rakitic.
First corner of the match taken toward the penalty spot. Jeremy Mathieu able to just unsettle the intended target. Messi on for Piqué. Valverde taking a page right out of Javi Gracia's book. The Malaga manager finding plenty of success despite conceding early at the weekend by pressing Barcelona high up the pitch and forcing Barca into long balls out of the back. Not exactly the Blaugrana's best game. That was an excellent block from Rakitic.
And we expect Athletic to do very much the same thing that they did in the first leg, and also what we saw from Malaga over the weekend. Question is, will they be able to keep it up for the full 90 minutes? Will they tire out midway through the second half, and maybe a mental lapse here or there? It's the best trident in world football.
Pressure applied. Ter Stegen plays it laterally to Piqué into the middle. Dangerous ball. Rakitic still deals with it well. Messi with Dani Alves. Lionel Messi. Over that, misjudging it. He was was Leque actually who was back, and Herrerin off his line to collect. Might have taken a bump here from Neymar.
That left side of Atletic's defense is going to be one to watch. Leque and Eneko Boveda, who's usually a fullback, playing as a center back here, and nearly a perfect pass from Messi. The best clearance from the defense, and Iago Herrerin, he's going to have to be quick off his line time and time again here today.
Herrerin, you can see in that replay, sticks his hand out to trip Neymar.
Looks like he stuck his head out to trip Neymar unintentionally.
You can't see it here because his body is in the way of it, but he just reaches out with that right arm to grab the ankle of Neymar. Might have just been protecting his own head as Neymar was running onto him.
Now we've seen nasty injuries, Andres, from similar situations. Peter Cech a long time ago. It wasn't a situation too far removed from that one. Just getting the knee right in the head as he was in a very vulnerable position.
Susaeta has it taken away by Piqué. Mascherano back for Ter Stegen and can only get it out of the 18. Falls to Dani Alves. Piqué. Does well to find Sergio Roberto. Messi magnetizing the ball. Mascherano across for Jeremy Mathieu. Neymar. Sergio Roberto alongside. Back to Neymar. A bit quicker than Neymar might have expected, and ball all the way back for Herrerin, who didn't spot the Brazilian. Able to just clear it away. He gives it away to Barcelona for a throw-in. Silent pressure from Neymar, just catching Herrerin off guard for a moment. Here's Thomas Vermaelen, the only member of the back four repeating from the 2-1 win at La Rosaleda. Alves, Piqué, and Mathieu all out for that match. In fact, Mathieu just returning from injury. Here's Piqué. Real question, however, is in the midfield trio where no Busquets, no Iniesta, at least as far as the starting 11 is concerned. Both players dealing with a bit of illness throughout the week, as was Arda Turan. Busquets and Iniesta recovering enough to make the bench. Arda Turan missing out altogether.
And exactly where Luis Enrique can feel that versatility from Sergio Roberto, who's played as a fullback and really anywhere in the midfield, and here he has the ability to go a little bit more forward and join the attack, being one of those side midfielders in that three in the center of the park. And that is that sort of versatility when you don't have the biggest squad that really has been crucial, especially Andres in the first half of the season. How big was Sergio Roberto for Luis Enrique?